This is a letter from Mads Gilbert, MD, PhD, Professor and Clinical Head of the Clinic of Emergency Medicine at the University Hospital, North Norway, in protest of what's going on in Gaza. Last night was extreme. The ground invasion of Gaza resulted in skulls and carloads with maimed, torn apart, bleeding, shivering, dying, all sorts of injured Palestinians, all ages, all civilians, all innocent. The heroes in the ambulances in all of Gaza's hospitals are working 12 to 24-hour shifts, grey from fatigue and inhuman workloads, without payment, all in Shifa Hospital for the last 4 months. They care, triage, try to understand the incomprehensible chaos of bodies, sizes, limbs, walking, not walking, breathing, not breathing, bleeding, not bleeding humans. Humans. Now, once more treated like animals by the most moral army in the world. My respect for the wounded is endless in their contained determination in the midst of pain, agony and shock. My admiration for the staff and volunteers is endless. My closeness to the Palestinian Sumud gives me strength, although in glimpses I just want to scream, hold someone tight, cry, smell the skin and hair of a warm child covered in blood, protect ourselves in an endless embrace. But we cannot afford that, nor can they. Ashy grey faces. Oh no, not one more load of tens of maimed and bleeding. We still have lakes of blood on the floor in the ER, piles of dripping, blood-soaked bandages to clear out. Oh, the cleaners everywhere, swiftly shoveling the blood and discarded tissue, hair, clothes, cannulas, the leftovers from death, all taken away, to be prepared again, to be repeated all over. More than 100 cases came to Shifa in the last 24 hours. Enough for a large, well-trained hospital with everything. But here, almost nothing. No electricity, water, disposables, drugs, or tables, instruments, monitors, all rusted as if taken from the museums of yesterday's hospitals. But they do not complain, these heroes. They get on with it, like warriors, head on, enormously resolute. And as I write these words to you, alone, on a bed, my tears flow. The warm but useless tears of pain and grief, of anger and fear. This is not happening. And then, just now, the orchestra of the Israeli war machine starts its gruesome symphony again. Just now, salvos of artillery from the Navy boats just down on the shores, the roaring of the F-16, the sickening drones and the clattering Apaches, so much made in and paid for by the US. Mr. Obama, do you have a heart? I invite you, spend one night, just one night, with us in Shifa, disguised as a cleaner maybe. I am convinced 100% it would change history. Nobody with a heart and power could ever walk away from a night in Shifa without being determined to end the slaughter of the Palestinian people. But the heartless and merciless have done their calculations and planned another Daya onslaught on Gaza. The rivers of blood will keep running the coming nights. I can hear that they have finally tuned their instruments of death. Please, do what you can. This cannot continue.